3 years ago, I posted a video about using Metamucil for weight loss. It has since reached an audience of over 40,000. What I've learned about weight loss since is actually more important than the supplement itself because the biggest lessons come after the weight loss. So today I wanted to break down lessons learned and a quick recap for those that missed it. First, let's acknowledge the first video. In that video, I talked about using Metamucil for 6 months. It did help with the sensation of feeling full and hunger cues and digestion, but weight loss ended up being so much more about my habits than a simple psyllium fiber supplement. And that's what I want to talk about today and what actually matters years later. So lesson number 1, weight loss is, surprise, surprise, mostly about habits. Supplements can help. So as a woman with PCOS, I supplement with inositol. That has definitely helped regulate my cycle and my cravings that come around at certain times. What it came down to was my habits, and I talk about it in another video, the systems that rule my life. If I need to kind of reset my nervous system, I am going for a walk. I am doing movement. Far too often we get stuck with our phones in hands and we think, oh, a nervous system reset is just something as simple as meditating for 3 minutes, 3 minutes of mindfulness. But the body, once you start listening to it, it actually tells you what it needs. And for me, that was movement. So movement, getting outside, fresh air, something as simple as 15 minutes, right? And say if I only had a 15-minute break that day, I'm still taking advantage and going outside, even if it's cold. Walk at least for 5 minutes, just to clear your head. And that's what really has worked for me. What underscores any habit is its consistency. So consistency is going to look different every day. Like I said, if one day it's raining and you can only last walking in the rain for 15 minutes, at least you walked, right? We're not going to put ourselves down and say, oh well, if my goal is walking 1 hour every single day, but inclement weather did not make it easier for me that day, I'm still doing what I can with what I have, right? So you shouldn't beat yourself up if you're still showing up for yourself. It's just going to look a little bit different. Same thing applies when you're on vacation. If you're traveling, you might want to stick to your meal plan or diet as much as possible, but it's not to beat yourself up with if you need to go with a more convenient snack here or there. It's all in the routine actually. So I think we get so caught up in like morning routines or evening routines, and we kind of lose like what happens every day. So a lot of us work just for our weekends only, but if you're working for the weekend only, what are you doing during the week? Like those 5 days really do matter. So most of my workouts actually do happen during the week, and I usually do take my rest days on the weekends. If I'm doing 3 workouts a week, it might look like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, skip Wednesday, skip Friday, skip Saturday, skip Sunday, right? I'm not going to the gym. I incorporate other movements. So if I'm not taking a long walk, I jump rope. And jump rope was me kind of going back to my inner child, just thinking about the activities we used to do in gym class. And I do remember like us having like a jump rope competition at lunchtime, like who could jump rope the longest. And I believe I did win. The Capricorn in me was able to jump for 5 minutes and that wore everyone else out. So I will continue to jump rope to just feed my inner child. Lesson number 2. This should be very relatable for a lot of you. So maintenance is harder than losing weight. And boy, I didn't learn my lesson the first time or the second time. First time I lost 30 pounds, the second time I lost 50 pounds, and now I'm still like in that area of maintenance, but maintaining and losing slowly because I'm turning most of my fat into muscle. That is one of our goals, right? It's really like a mindset shift. Like instead of losing weight, what are you gaining, right? Are you gaining confidence? Are you gaining a better self-image? Are you more kind to yourself? Are you more kind to others? And that shows a lot more emotional intelligence and improvement than just a number on a scale, right? So I got into the habit of analyzing my weight or body composition on a body weight scale and it breaks down a bunch of numbers. I can put it somewhere here, but I don't get caught up in it, right? Because BMI is heavily scrutinized, especially if you're female and you're menstruating. Like, that kind of goes out the window, but we can always use these as guidelines. I wouldn't punish yourself to fit perfectly into any of these. We just use these as a tool, right? And always just follow the advice and guidance of your doctor or whatever healthcare practitioner. The real challenge starts after the weight is gone, right? So once you get to your goal weight, whatever that is, it's very subjective. How can you maintain it? So I guess for me, the first thing that helped me was changing my environment, so coming into a new, more supportive environment. The second main thing was controlling my food. So I did try the calories in, calories out, and it wasn't working for me because I was trying to take shortcuts, right? So I was the person that would gravitate towards a protein shake or a protein bar instead of cooking myself some shrimps or grilled chicken or ground beef burgers or whatever. Over the past, I'd say 5 months, so at least this year, 2026, I have treated like cooking as a religion. Like, if I wasn't cooking twice, I was at least cooking once a day. And that meal really consisted of like my whole food staple of zucchini, mushrooms, and carrots. Like the easiest sheet pan trio ever, as recommended by my dietitian. You throw those in the oven. The longer you keep them in there, the better they taste, right? With olive oil and some Italian seasoning. And that has really complemented almost any main protein. So like you could have beans, you could have fish, chicken, shrimp. Really the combinations, they were endless. And then this year I really tried to swap out the french fries because I am a french fry girl. I swapped out the french fries for cutting the sweet potato in half, baking them face down in the oven for a pretty long time. Works really well. I guess my position is that I don't like leftovers. I've been just dedicating time every day because I've made that important now because I do feel the difference because I came from eating fast food on the regular, like twice if not 3 times a week. And what I would show in my what I eat in a day videos back then would be mainly of processed things that were marketed to be healthy. I kind of let the whole calories in, calories out thing go, because who's sitting there saying like you're eating too many carrots? Like, no, it's impossible to to be eating too many carrots. Like we hardly ever overeat on fruits and vegetables, right? And if someone's judging you for that, I think it's a very misplaced judgment. That brings us to lesson number 3. Supplements are tools, not solutions. I think people are often looking for that one thing that's gonna fix everything, and that's just good marketing, right? So by no means was I trying to sell you Metamucil. It was honestly just one of the tools in my toolbox that was like a stepping stone for me to appreciate whole foods a bit more. And I know it sounds a bit sad, but you have to understand, like, that's like the kind of obesogenic society we live in, where convenience is fast food. And you know, when I didn't have time to be taking care of myself, I was reaching for those fast options, and then it never clicked to me that it was affecting my mental health and my well-being and my appearance and my confidence so much. Metamucil did not replace my healthy habits. My healthy habits consisted of the system that I've built for myself. So incorporating movement every day, no matter how big or how small. Mainly whole foods, so incorporating those sheet pan veggies, fruits. I've been really into kiwis. They've been really helping support my digestion, and especially at night when you want something sweet, they have like a few, like there's a certain amount of melatonin in it, so it actually promotes a better sleep at night. The point I'm trying to get across to you is that you can control what you're eating, what you consume, and that is going to affect your mood and your thoughts and your actions. This brings me into lesson 4. At the end of the day, the goal isn't even weight loss, it's what you're going to gain. It's improving your life significantly, right? So there's been a lot of debate in the media. Oh, if a person is skinny, they are not healthy, but then when they're obese, they are not healthy either. So like, which one is it? Like, a lot of times we have to be kinder to ourselves, because Because we're looking at a lot of social media influencers that only have to look good at one angle, at one time, to sell you that one thing, or to make you think about that thing for a week and then maybe buy it a week later, right? We, us normal folks, are working to look good at all angles, at all times, essentially, right? If you've ever seen, like, I don't know, a picture or a video of yourself and you're thinking, wow, it's not turning up like the social media influencers, there's a reason why. They're being trained and they have so much help to sell you a vision or an image or a product with just one angle. But we need to build our bodies to look, perform, function at all levels, no matter what stress hits us, no matter what life hits us with. So losing the weight was obviously helpful with, you know, me feeling better about my appearance and how I approach things in life. But what mattered more was changing how I live, right? Changing my habits so I'm no longer going to the coffee shop and picking those sugary drinks. I don't really crave them anymore, right? So like when I want to make an iced matcha, I make it at home. I know the recipe. I use the whole strawberries, freeze them. Yeah, obviously I'm still gonna put sugar and blue agave syrup, but I'm in control of that, right? They tell you, okay, this drink has 22 grams of protein, but how much sugar does that drink have, right? Is it having even more sugar than the protein, right? So just be careful what they're selling you and what their intentions are, because this is for life. Like, we've been so brainwashed to think that real food is diet food and our normal food is everything that's processed. So where's the balance in between? What is going to work? What is going to help you take that first step in your journey? If it's going to be Metamucil, that's great. You should not fear any judgment from that, because that's just going to be a tool for you. And then eventually, like 3 years later now, I might take Metamucil once a week. Hopefully you're seeing this and you want to make a change in your life, and that's why you clicked on this video. So thank you for being here. And if you're curious with my original experience using Metamucil, the video is linked here. Yeah, that was my reflection, long-term insight, and lessons learned from my weight loss journey. How a supplement turned into a very long-term goal of just changing my life, changing my lifestyle, changing my habits. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Actually, if you're still here, watch this next. Okay, bye.